you stop and take a little time out with me? Just take 5.
Yo, at Take 5 Pod everywhere. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, everything, man. We live 11 a.m. on Saturdays. We're talking some sports today. We got some football. We got some basketball to talk about. Got 3 members on because Jacob doesn't want to answer the phone. So, make sure y'all add him, add Jacob because he's supposed to be on here. And Miles has some last minute things. So we're running with 3. We all right. How y'all feeling?
Pretty good.
Real smooth. First show in Atlanta, so.
Yeah. We're all in Atlanta. Stay tuned. We may have to, I don't know. We may have to get together and do something. That's gonna be interesting. We'll see about that. But I'm gonna pass it to Ian real quick. Okay, we got a little announcement to make. Okay, so at Take 5 Pod, we're doing something a little bit different that we're adding in. Okay, so we're doing a fantasy football league. Ian's gonna kind of explain to us, how to join. We already got some people going in that, but he's gonna explain how to join and what we're doing with that. So pass it to Ian.
All right, so you see, guys, we got Take 5 Pod Fantasy Football League. We're probably gonna do a cash prize for the winner. All you gotta do to join is just DM us. Just tell us you want to play. We've got about like 5 to 4 spots left, so hurry up and DM us as soon as you can.
Yes, sir. As soon as we can. Okay, but y'all see the title of the episode. All right, so this is our episode 19, Hall of Fame game. I kind of did that with the dash there. It's kind of cute, something special. All right, so I got 2 football guys in here. I'm the basketball guy. I got 2 football guys in here. So I want to get y'all's takeaways from this year's Hall of Fame game. We got the Browns and the New York Jets. What y'all see? What y'all like? What y'all dislike? Ian, what we got? Yeah, what we got?
I mean, from the beginning, I did see Zach Wilson. He played all right. He made a throw or two that I liked in the game, but other than that, he really didn't impress me. Like, I keep hearing all this hype about Zach Wilson. He's learning from one of the GOATs. Like, but I mean, it was a preseason game. He did what he was supposed to do.
Okay.
But other than that, on the Browns side, I didn't really see too much. I heard I didn't really watch the ending, but I heard their quarterback that came in did some good stuff. But it's preseason. It's you can't really put too much into it.
I mean, you really can't put anything into it. But I'm gonna say my take. Yeah, I'm gonna say my take for after this. So, Julia, you got anything to add on that? Some takeaways.
I agree with Ian on the Zach Wilson. Like, nothing really moved me. That deep ball was nice though. It is the first preseason game though, so like the offense is going to be behind the defense, so that's kind of expected. But DTR did play well though for the Browns. Like Dorian Thompson-Robinson for the what's it called? He used to go to UCLA and backed up Tate Martell in high school too. That dude, he's actually tough, and he actually low-key showed out for the Browns. So like they may have a smooth little backup quarterback behind Deshaun. We'll see though.
Okay. So let's go ahead and take this conversation into throw territory. It's one of those borders. We only got 3, so I could really, I could fire some off real quick. So doesn't the NFL need a G League? Like, don't they need like a whole separate, like an NFL plus or something like that?
They kind of do.
All of these extra players, because NFL teams have platoons. I mean, like, they fill out positions. It'll be like what? 4 backups or something like that, depending, So why don't they just have another league where they can get some run during the season? If they get the call up, they can get the call up or whatever. Like, why do I have to sit through, Hall of Fame get like, why? You know what I mean? Like, what do y'all think? That's my take.
The
Go ahead,
preseason is meant for those guys to make the NFL. Like some of those guys will turn around and make the league, and the guys who won't, then they'll be in the XFL or the
XFL.
yes, that
or the practice squad.
yeah, or something like that. Like they're not gonna like you can't just have like guys like the backups playing in the season. Like football's too much of a contact sport. Like people get hurt all the time. Like you can't just practice. Like you can't play in other games and then practice here. And then like if somebody
Yeah.
gets
But
hurt,
that's my point.
what do you,
But that's my point, though. You need bodies. So all I'm saying is like, why not have some fresh bodies that you can just bring in that already know, somewhat your offense, what your scheme, what you're doing, that sort of thing. You're shaking your head. I'm just trying to understand why not.
Nah, they need to be fresh and ready. Like if they're playing games on the weekend, like, and you need them next weekend, like, or you need them that like next day, like, what happens? Like they need to be on the team, just like ready to go. They're not gonna be ready to go if they're already on another team, like playing games. I mean, I don't know.
they won't, and it's too confusing too. Like
Yeah,
offices are different. Like it's too confusing.
Too
Defenses are
confusing.
different. There's no
different
continuity.
playbooks. Yeah,
Like no, you can't do
I
that.
mean, obviously,
Play like or you can like one guy maybe, but like no.
you need, your laws, your rules, regulations, different things like that. But I, 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 I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. But let's bring it back to the Hall of Fame game though. So neither of y'all watched it through and through from cover to cover, right? Can I assume that?
I watched it pretty
I
much
didn't.
to the end.
Don't lie to me, Julian.
No, I did.
You don't have to lie to me.
No, I'm not lying. I actually watched it like pretty much to the end. Like I wasn't like fully attentive, but like I had it on the whole time and sat in front of the TV.
Okay. So would you agree that a Hall of Fame game, that's for the football fans, that's for the people that are looking at X's and O's, the people that are looking at recruits, from their colleges or what have you, that's for those type of fans?
I guess. Like, yeah, it's not far fetched.
Not far-fetched. Okay.
But like the first preseason game is always bad. Like
Yeah.
no starters play. Like that's not gonna ever be exciting.
Yeah.
Like by the end of the or maybe the meat of the preseason, like the third preseason game, like where some of the starters are actually gonna give you a series, like those series will be interesting. And then like for like younger teams, like for all the rookie quarterbacks, like I don't know if they're gonna play like if they're already declared the starter, but like I would assume they will.
Yeah,
and, like
most of them
those
will.
games matter. Like they matter a lot. Trey Lance, like backups, like quarterback battles, like he may never be the starter in San Francisco, but like if he plays well, like he'll probably be able to get traded to another team and get a shot. Like so, like it does matter.
So it's that tryout.
Yes,
It's kind of that that tryout for pretty much all the different teams, kind of like an NBA summer league in a sense.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah,
Without the entertainment, yeah, like that.
This is the first game though. The first game is not good.
Yeah,
like later games will be better. Like they just started practicing a week ago. So,
but Drew, I want to take it back though. Why can't I have my tryout in December? You know what I mean? Like, what's the trade deadline? Actually, what's the deadline? Like, why can't I have a trade? Why can't I have that tryout before the deadline? I see this guy. He's working out in my auxiliary gym every day. He knows the scheme. He knows the scheme. Like, why can't I just call him up?
No, you can't just do that. Like, that's not how it works. Like, you need to be tried out in a game setting. Like, you have to be tried out in a game setting, in an NFL setting, not a college setting, because it's way different.
That's why they need to play other professionals in the NFL plus, NFL G League.
They get 4 weeks of it.
Some of them do though.
Yeah, some of them do.
They play the XFL.
It's not the same.
That is like the same. Like a lot of
it's not the same.
A lot of the guys who make it, like they get a chance to try out, play in the play in the summer for NFL teams. A lot of them get to go to the XFL and play professionally.
Hey man,
That's professional. Like
hey,
there's a lot
my
of
take
quarterbacks.
is the NFL needs a G League. Clip it. All right.
They already have a G League like affiliate, like, but it's
Yeah, yeah.
just the XFL.
I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna
Please.
keep it moving. I'd take 5 pod though. I'd take 5 pod though. Make sure y'all join our fantasy league. We made an announcement about that a little bit earlier. We have that on our platforms at Take 5 pod. So check that out. All right, so let's keep it moving. So Drew, we got one that hits close to home here. All right, so some breaking news. Let me go ahead and pull it up so I get all the numbers correct. But some breaking news with Anthony Davis signing an extension, 3-year, 186 million maximum contract extension, tying him to the franchise through 2028 for a total of 270 million. Okay. You know, Rich Paul's doing, of course. So this Davis deal is the richest annual contract extension in NBA history, averaging 62 million a season. Okay, 62 mil. All right. Jew, the AD deserved the bag.
Like he deserves it. Like he's good enough to get the money, but like I wasn't expecting this. I'm not gonna lie. Like I had definitely took like a triple take at my phone when I got the notification yesterday. I was like wait, because like number one, like I'll be okay if you extended him for like a year, maybe like a year or two. 3 years, 2028. Like that's a 5 years away from now. I don't know if Anthony Davis will play basketball in 5 years. Like to be honest,
Hilarious.
will he play basketball in 3 years?
That's honest, yeah. I mean,
Like, will he?
You're a Kawhi fan, but we'll get into it.
Yes, I wouldn't extend Kawhi. I wouldn't. I'm
yeah,
a fan. I
especially
know
for
how hard
60
Kawhi is.
mil.
I wouldn't pay him right now. No.
Okay. All right. So, all right. I want to hear from Ian then. Ian, what's your take about this?
Nah, it's a crazy deal. Like a person who is injury prone, like we all know this, person who really like he plays well, but like when he doesn't play well, like it affects the team badly. Like, and in my opinion, I don't really think any player in the league is worth 60 mil. Maybe like Jokic or like a Giannis, but like I don't know. 60 mil is just so much for one player, especially an injury prone player. Like,
I kind of
I
want to
don't
stop
know.
you there, though, Ian. I kind of want to stop you there. Hold on just 1 second. Excuse me. Yeah, excuse me. You mentioned Jokic and Giannis. Okay. You mentioned Jokic and Giannis.
Yep.
So if we don't extend Anthony Davis for this amount of time, I have another take about this, but if we don't extend Anthony Davis for this amount of time, that means that we might have the idea of possibly moving him in the future, right? Would it be safe to assume that? So with the talent of Anthony Davis, regardless of his injury prone nature, what types of players are we trading for? Right. So we're talking about top 10 players in this league. So we're talking about the Jokic's, the Giannis's, people that will not be available is what I'm trying to get to. Okay. With this move, shout out Rich Paul, Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss, everybody in the Lakers organization, because we know exactly what we're doing when we do this. We're saying that Anthony Davis, you're our guy. We believe in you. We're going to hand you, the torch, the flame, whatever. We're saying that this is your team now. All right. This is what we're telling Anthony Davis. So all of this, LeBron's our hero. LeBron, we're going to play through LeBron. We're going to listen to what LeBron says about trades. That's none of that. Anthony Davis is our guy for the next 3 years, for the future. That's what we're saying. All right, go ahead.
I just don't understand how you pay dude $60 million after you saw him go out bad to Jokic. Like he had multiple games. He had multiple games where he just did not perform well. Like let's just be honest.
Go out bad to Jokic. Like that's not what happened. Like he didn't go out.
Whoa! There were games where he just disappeared.
Not really though. He played well.
Nah, y'all have amnesia.
No. Like
right.
Offensively, like he had some slow games, but like
yeah,
he played very well in that series though. Like let's not do that.
Okay,
played very
and
well.
was he not like a
He
top,
did.
maybe
That's what-
top 8, top 7 player in the playoffs this year? All around? Are you kidding me?
I don't know
definitely
if that's
won't.
true. Probably
Anthony
not.
Davis.
Bro,
No, dude.
You're
What
a
are you-
fool, bro. Like, yes,
No.
he was.
No, he was not. That's not true. We're having like, you know, what are we talking about right now?
Anthony
Nothing.
Davis. Yeah, somebody like pull up the numbers, please. Like,
Like, this is weird.
you know, because he definitely was the best defensive player in the playoffs. That's the truth. That actually happened.
Okay, I can give you that.
Like I was
But
there
there's
for
two
that.
sides of the basketball. Like, whoa, he needs to perform offensively as well. Like,
He wasn't a scrub on offense by any
well,
means.
I mean, no, there are games where I seen him score under 20 multiple times. That can't happen. As the best player on the team,
Now
getting
you're just
50 mil.
you're not
He's
telling
not-
the truth on
Yeah,
a
he's
live
right.
setting. Like
He was.
you're not telling the
He's
truth.
I'm lying. There were games where he didn't have games under 20.
Multiple games under 20?
I
No.
don't think he did.
No.
I'm pretty sure he did.
No,
All right.
man.
I'm at his numbers now. AD averaged 27 points a game,
Like, whoa.
3 blocks, 1 steal, basically, 2 assists, 14 rebounds. Like, come on, bro. He shot 50% from the field. Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, he played okay.
And 50% from
He
3.
just got outplayed though.
in 42 minutes. If you say he went out bad, you said he went out bad to Jokic.
Yeah.
That's not
Bruh,
true.
okay.
That's
I-
not true.
like,
He
what
went
if-
out bad to Jokic.
So we think he deserves 60 mil. That's what we're saying.
I'm not saying that he. Okay,
I'm
it's not
saying
about the
I'm
money.
saying that. Yes.
It's not about the money, in my opinion, because that's what the best players in the league command right now. Like Anthony Davis is worth. What do you mean? Not even like Jalen. What did JT just
Jalen
do?
Brown is the only person to get 60 mil.
Because
Like,
it goes up. The price goes up every year. Like that's what I'm
I
saying.
get it, but you can't. You can't fall victim to the.
Yes, you
I'm-
can.
Wait. And you're
You
not
can't fall
insinuating that Jalen Brown deserves something that Anthony Davis does not.
I
Like,
mean, he's
like,
been. I mean, they're about the same player. Like, in my opinion, like they're not far off. They're not far off.
Oh.
They're not far off. Jalen Brown and AD are not far off. Like, let's just be honest, bro. Let's just be honest.
No, shut
What
up.
do you mean,
no?
no?
Shut up. You
Jalen
shut
Brown
up.
was just second team
No.
All NBA,
I don't give.
averaging
I don't
28
care.
points per
I do
game
not
with a
care.
player who averages 30.
Ian, shut up. Jalen Brown and Anthony Davis.
What are you talking about? They both went to the conference finals and they both lost. Like, I don't understand the difference. What's the difference?
lost.
They both lost.
Lost.
They both lost, though, is what I'm saying. So I don't get it.
Do you not see the graphic before your eyes? Like, what is he holding?
Okay, like that's cool. Jalen Brown's like 25, 26, 27. Like, AD's old. Like, okay, he got one with LeBron. Cool.
Bro, you're ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, AD got a ring with LeBron. Are we really gonna
LeBron
see-
got a ring with AD then. Like, what are we talking
No,
about?
but I'm trying to say, like, whoa, Jalen Brown, like, if he had LeBron in his prime, he probably could have won a ring too. But like,
I
that's
don't think
besides
he
the
would have
point.
though. I don't think he would have because he just lost to just Jimmy Butler and Gabe Vincent. They just lost to Jimmy Butler and Gabe Vincent. That just happened.
That definitely did just happen.
I mean, okay, the Heat
What
were
do you
good.
mean, okay, he's
The
not
Heat played
fine.
good.
What?
The Heat played well.
And I don't care how well the Heat played. They lost with the better team. He's not a superstar. I've been telling y'all this all year.
Whoa.
Jalen Brown, Ian.
Jalen Brown. What do you mean? He's a two-way. He's one of the best
I don't
two-way
care.
players. in
I
the
don't
league.
care. I don't care.
And
He's
he
not a
averages
superstar.
28. How many
He's an
two-way
all-star.
players? How many two-way
I
players
don't
you know
care
average
what he
28?
averaged. I
You
don't care about the
You don't know
counting
many.
stats.
You can
know
probably count
this.
them on
I
your
don't
fingers.
care about his counting numbers. When they asked him to be great this year, what did he do?
When
JT
they
was
asked
out.
AD to be great in the Western Conference Finals, what did he do? Nothing.
What do you mean? What did he do? He played very well.
He lost.
Yes, they got.
In 5
He
games?
lost to a better team.
What?
He lost to a team who was. Yes, we lost. We got swept by a better team.
No, your best player got. Nah. See, this is where I'm blown. Jalen Brown at least took it 7. Like, he made it.
He took a 7 with the Heat. The Heat were not 5. The Heat,
What do you
we
mean?
know
The
the Heat.
Heat
were put on Jimmy's
beat them
back.
once. The Heat beat the Nuggets once at least. Y'all didn't beat them once.
Okay, we got swept by the best team, the team who won the championship.
I mean, I'm just saying, like AD, if AD is your best player making 60 mil, y'all shouldn't be getting swept. I'm sorry, 60 mil to get swept.
Okay. All right. Let's boil it back down to the facts of the matter. Okay, so Anthony Davis. We're talking about a guy who, he probably averages what, like 26 and maybe 11, something like that. He's going to give you 2 blocks a night along with that. So he's in the top tier of players. We know that when healthy, okay, that's the, caveat, when healthy. He's a top 3 big man in the league, okay? We all know this. That these are the undisputed facts. He brought a chip to LA, okay? He was the guy for our team. Julian will, co-sign that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was our guy during that run. You have to pay him his money or somebody else will. Like, it's really that simple. That's the market that we're in. That's how the NBA is now. You're going to have to give him that bread. So I'm like, we got him for 3 years. That's to me, that's better. That 1 year, 2 year, that gives him a chance to do something if we're, I don't know, a bad team coming up. But 3 years, so we got him locked in. We'll always be right there. I like it.
I have a question. So once LeBron leaves, because like we know he will, probably like in the next year or two, what's the team gonna be? Just AD?
But think about it too, though, Ian. Why? Like, he has to think about leaving now that Anthony Davis is gonna be there as well. You know what I mean? With Anthony Davis, we're always gonna be a contending team. You know what I mean?
No, you're not.
So he has to think about that. Huh?
Contending for what? Whoa!
Dude,
wait a minute.
Don't try it. Don't try
wait
it.
Wait a minute. D'Lo, Austin Reeves, and AD is competing for a championship in the West.
No, he's talking about with LeBron.
No, I thought we said when LeBron leaves.
No, you did say that. Morgan's saying like if like LeBron has to think of the possibility like of staying now because Anthony Davis is locked in.
Oh,
right.
I mean,
that's my
I was saying, what if he leaves though?
If he leaves, then like we're gonna put somebody else in LeBron's place, like.
And you're contending for what? Whoever you replace LeBron with is not better than LeBron.
What?
Whoever you replace LeBron with will not be better than LeBron.
What if you get Tatum?
How will you get Tatum?
You don't know. I mean, it's a few years away.
I
was just giving an example. Like, there's guys who want to come to LA. We know this.
I'm not knowing.
There's always guys who want to come to LA.
There's not guys that want to play with Anthony Davis. That's our take.
Your own player who plays half the season? I don't know. There are a lot of people. There are a lot of people who want to play with a superstar, but like this dude doesn't play. Like, we've seen it the past 3 years.
And I hear you. I get the injury prone, but we're not Philly. When we go outside in LA, it's not overcast. Feel me? It's not overcast. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm trying to tell you. We don't have to beg people to come to LA.
To be on a losing team.
No, we don't have to beg people to come to LA. We don't have to we just kind of sit on the offer sheet. We may slide it under the table, actually. You know what I'm saying? We just slide it under the table.
I mean, dude, all I'm trying to say is like, when AD is your only, like, not only superstar, but when he's your best superstar, like in a couple years when LeBron is gone and all you have is D'Lo and Austin Reeves, like,
bro, the team's gonna be way different by then. Also, like, this, the team won't be the same. Bro. It's like 2 years away.
Dude,
like,
but y'all gonna keep Austin Reeves, right? You might keep D'Lo.
Possible, yeah. I mean,
if we extend him next year, like, we don't know what D'Lo's gonna command next year. Like, I don't think we would have extended D'Lo this year because if he had that bad series, like, I think he would have got paid. So,
well, honestly, your future is just in shambles. Like, honestly, like,
Howard, like, what are you talking about? You're a 76ers fan. You are a Philadelphia 76ers fan.
What does that mean? We got Tyrese Maxey.
Don't comment on
and Joel Embiid.
This is what I'm saying, Julian. This is how we know.
Get out of the first round.
This is how we know that he's not a Lakers fan, bro. Because he doesn't have that faith. You know what I mean? Like, we've done this so many different times. Like, it's like a recurring theme in the league. Like, they know that the Lakers, like, they gonna come back after a few years. Like, we're gonna reload. You know what I'm saying? Like, what has Rob
reloading for a minute?
What has Rob Pelinka done to you to make you not believe him?
Dude,
What has he
Rob
done?
Pelinka, he's not
Rob
that good of
Pelinka.
a GM. Like before he made that trade last year, like people were questioning if he should get fired. Like, whoa. Like he made some good
People
trades.
always question if somebody should get fired.
This is what I mean.
He
You
hasn't
know, so
gotten
what
fired.
have you done for
He's
me
played
lately, league? Like,
I'm saying, he's played well.
I
Or
mean,
not
yeah,
played well,
you have to play chess. And
he made a few good moves, but at the end of the day, did it move? Did it move anyone? Like y'all got swept.
We went from like 10th in the West this year at the trade deadline to making the Western Conference Finals. So what do you mean did it move you? Like
Bruh,
what do
no. The only problem was Westbrook, bro. Once y'all got Westbrook, y'all were fine. Once y'all got Westbrook out of the lineup, like y'all were fine. Like it didn't really matter who you plugged in.
before we get into this,
mind you, we got Russ out of the lineup and added D'Lo and a bunch of wing players, which made us way better. Mind you, LeBron is out at this time, so we're doing all this without LeBron and the acquisitions that Pelinka made just to get us back into the playoffs. So yes, it did move us, and you know this.
I guess, but at the end of the day,
Daryl Morey is your GM, and Daryl Morey and your future
don't try
James
Daryl
Harden.
Morey now.
Let's
not compare the two.
And his little best friend James Harden hate each other. Now your franchise is over. So now
what do you mean? We can still trade him,
huh?
We can still trade him.
Yeah, you can trade him, but like, what does that do for you? Nothing.
Yeah.
Who you trading?
At least we still have Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid, two of the top 25
That
players.
doesn't move me. Like you've been saying, that doesn't move me. That doesn't move me at all. Tyrese Maxey and Joel. Where does that get to?
What do you mean?
Hey,
the first round.
Hey, yeah. All right.
Does it?
Yeah, before we get into the Sixers, because they're definitely deep waters, like in uncharted territory for real. But like, I just want to move on. This is the last basketball topic I wanted to get to before we switch gears. It's football season, I know, but that was a good conversation. It was brought to my attention that the U.S. select team. So you guys see their roster. So it's Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren, Langston Galloway, Jalen Green. You got Chet Holmgren in there, Herb Jones and Trey Murphy, Keegan Murray, Peyton Pritchard, Nas Reed. So these guys beat the Team USA roster. We know who's on there. It's up there as well. Beat the Team USA roster 2 times consecutively in a 10-minute scrimmage. Okay. I know how y'all feel about the Team USA roster, but does this, confirm our concerns about how this team is constructed, or should we just, it's a scrimmage, keep it moving?
Nah, I like the Team USA roster. I never really got the hate. Like, what's the name? Jalen Brunson. He's a superstar-esque player, or at least all-star. Like, and then we got Anthony Edwards. Like, he was just averaging 30 in the playoffs. Like, what are we talking about here? Brandon Ingram. I know that's Julian's guy. Like, Jaren Jackson. That's a two-way player. Like, we got a lot of like actual all-star caliber players on the team. Like, I don't really understand what's wrong.
And I also like that we have role guys on the team as well. Like, we don't just have a bunch of scorers, ISO scorers. We have guys that, could play different positions. But
yeah,
Joe, any cause for concern here?
Of course, there's a cause for concern. They lost to a team with Langston. What is it? Langston Galloway? Why is Langston Galloway on the team? Why is Langston Galloway on the team? Like, that's
great though.
Huh?
That team, the select team, is pretty good.
Yeah, like, let's be honest though, Drew. Like, the U.S. select team, like, they have some players, they have some talent.
No, they're good, but like, they're very young. Like, they shouldn't be beating the team that we're sending out to go face off with like these other good countries. Like, there's guys on those other teams who are going to take it to us. Like, we just saw the Olympic team almost go out bad, and they had KD. So I don't know, like, what this team is going to do in a few weeks. I will see.
It's all. Y'all remember that? What was that? That Team USA documentary with Kobe, LeBron, and all them. Like, sometimes you have this trials and tribulations that go into this, type of run. You know what I mean? And we have we have some personalities on this USA roster. Like, let's take an Ant-Man for example. Like, if this really did happen, You know, if this really did happen and it's all on social media trending or whatever, like, what do y'all think his demeanor was after this transpired? Like if you had to guess, I know we don't know the guy, but like, if you had to guess,
he probably wanted to leave. He was probably straight on it after it happened. Like,
yeah, he wasn't gone. I know he let
Yeah,
everybody knock themselves. I'm already
you know what I mean? Like he was pissed off. Like it's a prideful guy. Like he knows what he brings to the table with his craft. Like a lot of other, guys that could fulfill leadership roles, guys with playoff experience on that team. And an AR-15, just does the icing on the cake like that. Like, hey, this is just a roll bump in the journey, and I'm sure they'll turn it around, and that they'll be that much more hungry as a result of this. But all right, so let's get that out of there.
wait, Jude, there were no superstars on the USA team.
Oh God,
I have to look back at it, but like,
yeah, look back at it, Joe.
no. No.
Yeah, you were talking about Jalen Brunson being a superstar. Like, do you want to like? I don't know.
He was out there.
Maybe Ant-Man's a superstar, but he's like the bottom level of superstar if he is one. Like, I don't know. Like, I'll have to think about that way longer than the show's going. So I'm gonna leave it alone. But like, maybe Ant-Man is a superstar. None of the rest of them are superstars. No.
So Ant-Man is a superstar and Jaylen Brown's not a superstar. Is what you're saying?
Ant-Man is like on par with Jaylen Brown, I think. Like,
oh gosh. Hey, next topic.
Anthony Edwards?
No, let's go next topic. Let's go next topic.
I mean, like,
that's crazy. Nah, that's crazy.
Is that crazy?
Especially
what's crazy about it though?
The defensive side, like Jaylen Brown is 10 times as good as Ant-Man on defense.
That's a drag.
They're just the same on offense. Like they're the exact same.
No, they're not.
Jaylen Brown just averaged 28 with Jason Tatum being the number one. Imagine if Jaylen Brown was the number one on his own team.
He's not getting any more points. I'm telling you.
Okay.
We could have a long, drawn out discussion about that. We really could.
He's not a better scorer than Anthony Edwards. That's not true.
That is true. He has a deeper bag currently.
Bro? Julian, you're trying
Jaylen Brown has a deeper bag than Ant-Man currently.
Jaylen Brown is tough, bro. Julian is actually trying Jaylen Brown, and I don't even like Jaylen Brown.
I think Jaylen Brown is tough. Don't get it wrong. Like, I think Jaylen Brown is tough. He's not a superstar. He's not. And like I said,
we're definitely gonna have to ask. Like, we're definitely gonna have to ask the public on this one.
I can
Ant-Man or Jaylen Brown.
If we give me a segment next show, I'll rank the players who are superstars and who are not.
All right, that's a good idea.
Because this is boring me. Like, we've been on this since Donovan Mitchell. Like, this is like happening from like, this was like show 10 when I talked about Donovan Mitchell being booty. Like, Donovan Mitchell was not a superstar, then he's not now. Like, all these guys can be superstars. So no, actually, I take it back. Anthony Edwards is not a superstar. None of those
like now we're getting thrown.
None of those guys are superstars. They aren't. The whole USA team, no. Donovan Mitchell, no.
Oh, okay. At least you're keeping it consistent because it was about to get very, very weird in the second. Like it was about to get extreme.
I had to think about it, but no. No.
We'll see. You're not really a reliable source though. Like you don't really. You're not a reliable source. Like you don't know. Like every angle of ball. Like you just focus on like what you see. Like how you feel in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why we have to kind of. I'm just saying that's why we have to double back. Like, oh no, never mind. None of these guys are superstars. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, we do have to double back. I had to think about it for a second, like I said, and I thought about it, and no, none of them are superstars.
All right,
and it goes further than that list.
All right,
he's a hater.
They talk to me about superstar rookie players in the NFL.
Okay.
All right. So we can get into some rankings. Jew, what we got?
We're gonna rank our top offensive rookie players in the NFL this year. Who we think will succeed, who we think won't. First off, I'm gonna have to go Bryce Young, number 1 pick. Like I know it's definitely a popular pick, but I do think he's the best quarterback in the draft class. The Panthers, I don't think they're that well constructed right now. Like they don't have many weapons necessarily, like wide receiver weapons, but I think they do have a good running game, a good offensive line, so he'll be fine. Like he's elite anyway.
You dispute this Panthers like hype that I've been kind of
I've seen like
seeing and
people
hearing.
saying they're gonna take the division. I don't agree. Not at all.
It's a real thing with quarterbacks, but I think he escapes the pocket well enough, so he'll be fine.
They'll be fine, but like I just don't think that. I mean, the division sucks. I'll keep it a bug. Like the division is trash. It's trash. Like the Saints are projected to be the best team, and the Saints don't really move me either. So I don't know. Like I think the Falcons have as good a shot as anyone, to be honest. But
yeah, and Alvin Kamara's got that suspension.
Oh yeah, he got that 3 games. Speaking of Falcons, Bijan definitely has to be in there. Elite running back prospect. Like he's on a super dominant offensive line. Like he's gonna get so many touches. They have him playing like in the slot, like all over the field. So Bijan definitely number 2. And lastly, I think I'm gonna go in Jigba for the Seahawks. Ohio State, Austin's guy. People have doubts about him playing outside as a receiver, but it doesn't matter because elite slot guys are elite slot guys. I've heard he's been tearing up camp. So yeah, definitely him number 3. And an honorable mention is what's his face from the Flowers from the Ravens. I heard he's really been dominating. Yeah, Zay Flowers. I heard he's really been dominating in camp. Like nobody can guard him. They say, which means Lamar's winning MVP. So,
all right. So that's Julian's top rookies. Okay. And let's get your list.
My top 3 offensive rookies. I'm gonna steal one from Jew. I'm gonna go Bijan. I think because there's always that one rookie running back that goes crazy every year. So I think he's gonna fit that role, especially with the Falcons having such a good O-line. And I've been seeing all those videos of them using him as a pass catcher. So I think he's going to be even more valuable as a running back. 2, I'm going to go CJ Stroud. Even though I do think Bryce Young will probably be the better player in the future, I do think I think the Texans are a really underrated team. Last year, I really thought they were a quarterback away from being like a contender for a playoff spot, but I think with him, they really were like we were the only team that or they were the only team that kept it close with us, the Eagles, when we were on that win streak.
I probably didn't even practice that week.
No, but I saw some flashes on that team. Damian Pierce, like he's got some players on that team, so I think CJ Stroud he'll do well. 3, I'm gonna go Jahmyr Gibbs. I like the Lions O-line. I like what they did last year. That's where Penny Sewell is, right?
Mm.
So I think that I think they got a good foundation there on the O-line. Last year they were probably top 3 running team in the league. So I think him as a pass catcher from Alabama and his running should do them well.
Yeah, so from y'all's list, man, I guess I'll just take it a different angle. So with Bijan, I definitely can't remember the last time there's been so much hype around an Atlanta draft pick. You know what I mean? Obviously, he was a top draft pick. So, I'm interested to see if he lives up to that type of hype. Can he be, the new face of our, franchise that we got going on? I know we have Pitts and everybody, but, can he be that guy for us? That'd be interesting to see. And Bryce Young, kind of the same thing. I feel like, with the Panthers, then they have McCaffrey. And so, I mean, I guess they've had some good talent over there. But I guess quarterback-wise, since Cam Newton, they've been looking. So let's interested to see if he's going to be that guy for them. So very, 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 very interesting. So, all right, Joe, you got any more football?
I mean, I could bring up a lot, honestly, but like
Did you want to do the defense?
Oh yeah, let's do that. Okay. Defensive top 3 rookies. All right. I gotta go. Oh, Will Anderson. I gotta go Will Anderson first. I almost forgot about him. I think he is going to be a dominant player. Like I was watching him at Bama. Like the way they were blocking him was actually insane. Like they refused to let Will Anderson wreck games. But I don't think they can do that to you in the NFL. They can't shade to you every play. Like they can't really do that to you. So I think he's going to be dominant. I guess I'll go. Let me look at this list because I was going to say Carter, but I don't know about Jalen Carter. Like I do think he's a great player. Yes, but I just don't know. Like there's a lot of controversy surrounding him, and that just gives me a cause for concern. Like honestly.
He does split time. He's going to split a lot of time, I think, this year too.
With who?
Fletch and Jordan Davis.
Y'all brought Fletcher back. Oh, you lost Hargrave, didn't you?
Yeah,
that's major actually. So Jordan Davis is starting.
Yeah, Jordan Davis supposedly he's in really good shape this year. So, and he was hurt most of last year.
Really? I thought Jordan Davis. Oh yeah, he was hurt. Okay, yeah, thanks. But I'll go corner for the Patriots. His name's slipping my mind right now from the Pac-12, but that boy is Christian. But Christian Gonzalez, he was dominant actually. Like he's a ball hawk, and I do think playing for the Patriots, like they definitely groom secondary players to play very well, especially with the other secondary players around him. They've got that boy Duggar, who a lot of people were down in that boy Belichick when he drafted him, but he's turned into a great player. So I'm gonna go Gonzalez. Witherspoon, also another cornerback, Seahawks. I'm pretty sure. I think he's gonna be a great player. Length, speed, like definitely a good pick.
Speed.
Speaking of speed, number one, my defensive top 3 from the draft or for rookies. I'm gonna go with guess I'm gonna have to go Will Anderson, number 1. I do think he's the best defensive player coming out of college. I feel like they're going to use him well. They use him at different positions, have him blitz sometimes, play some coverage. You just like a Micah Parsons type player. So I think he'll do well year 1. My second player, instead of Jalen Carter, I'm going to go Nolan Smith because I do think he'll get a lot more playing time than Jalen Carter. I've been hearing a lot of good things from camp. His speed, I think we'll use his speed well, especially with Hassan Reddick on the other side. Like we're the fastest D line in the league. We're the strongest D line in the league. Like he can only add to that. Look, check out Drew, bro. You're gonna feel us, bro. You're gonna feel us.
I don't think he doesn't move me at all. Like the reason he got drafted high was because he showed out at the combine. But like if I actually like look at him play the game, like when I watched Georgia play football a good amount. And like, what's his face? Nolan Smith was never the guy on that defense ever.
In the championship, he didn't play well.
Yes, he had good games before. But I'm just saying, like, he was never the guy on that team on their defense. Like in the last 2 years, like we can look at many guys who they have over him. Many.
I mean, yeah, that's college though. Like, your game can translate in the NFL, especially with speed and strength. Like, that's all you really need.
Like, I think he's a bit too frail to play in the NFL. Like, he's not big. Like,
he's not 6'4".
No, he's tall. But I'm saying, like, weight wise, like he's not big enough. I don't think.
I mean,
imagine him speed rushing off the edge, and what's his face, Trent from the 49ers gets a hold of him. Like, he's gonna forklift that boy.
I mean, people said that about Hassan Reddick too. He does his job as well as anyone in the league. And we're going to be using Nolan Smith as a stand-up linebacker as well. Like he can play a little bit of coverage,
inside linebacker or outside.
Outside, obviously, not like he's not going to be middle linebacker.
Don't y'all play 4 down linemen? Like
yeah, but we switch it up sometimes.
Y'all go 3 sometimes, and I mean that's the same thing though. Like that's the same. That's similar. Like he'll play every little bit of coverage, and like mostly rush the passer. Like, and I don't think that he's gonna. I don't think it's gonna translate that well. I really don't. I'm serious. I don't.
I just feel like we have so many like people going in and out in our rotations. Like he's gonna be getting like the people tired. Like, and he's fast and strong, so like he's definitely gonna catch some people off guard because like our rotation's deep.
I agree. You have a very good D line, but him specifically, I don't. I've never understood the hype around him. Like he ran a 4.3 at defensive end, which like doesn't really matter because that doesn't really get used in the game. Like when does he? When does he get a chance?
Matters. This is why Hassan Reddick is one of the best edge rushers in the league. This is why Myles Garrett is one of the best edge rushers in the league. These dudes are fast. They can get around the corner.
Not because they're fast. Myles Garrett is a super freak monster. He's like 6. He's like 6'6". He's like 6'6", 290. Runs a 4.4 and can box jump on like 8 boxes. Like that's why Myles Garrett is a monster. And he also has bend and good hands. Like no, Nolan Smith doesn't have all that. He's like 6'3" and skinny and fast. Like that's
not Reddick. That's his comp. That was his comp coming out of college. Out of the NFL draft.
Hassan Reddick is good he can develop. Nolan Smith can develop, like, and he does have a good mentor in Hassan. But like Hassan Reddick is good for much more than his speed. Like he's slippery. He has great feet. He has great hands. Like especially great hands. So I don't know. Nolan Smith never showed that.
That's fair.
I mean, pass rushing wise, he's a good run stopper though, especially to be skinny. But pass rushing wise, no.
I mean, I think he'll get the job done. Maybe not stats wise, but he'll fill in. He'll fill in just in with our team. But number 3, I'm gonna go Jalen Carter. I guess it really surprised me when we drafted him because like all these teams just passed on him. I don't know why, especially teams who needed him. But I feel like he's gonna fit our team well, especially with the rotation. He's gonna know a lot of his teammates on the defensive side with Ringo and what's his name, Kobe and Nolan and all of them. So yeah, I think he'll fit right in.
I don't hate that. Like he has the talent to be the best player in the draft. Like honestly, I was kind of surprised the Falcons passed on him. But like when people started passing on him before us, I was like, I don't think we're gonna get him. But you know. Here's what it is. I'm not mad at this for our draft, so we'll see.
Yeah, football right around the corner. Right around. I have an unrelated question though. It has to do with football, but it's still unrelated. So if y'all converted to YouTube TV, y'all have the YouTube TV, NFL Sunday ticket, everything, y'all go.
I'm gonna get it when I move into a new apartment or something. So yeah,
the YouTube TV.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna get.
And you copying it? Like,
nah, I mean, I got Streamies. Like, whoa.
Hey, how expensive is the Sunday ticket?
It's expensive. It's like $500.
I thought you could watch games on YouTube TV.
Like you have to pay for it.
The regular YouTube TV or the YouTube TV NFL package?
I think the Sunday ticket.
Oh no, that's throw. No, I don't have that.
No, $500 is insane for that.
Yeah, I don't know. They switched too much stuff for me. Like,
Are you
I
gonna
don't know
cop it?
what I'm gonna do. Huh?
Are you gonna get it?
Not knowing. I don't know.
Just
I just don't use YouTube TV like that. Like I don't know.
I was gonna get regular YouTube TV, like just to have a place for me to watch like regular games, like NBA games, like stuff like that. But because it's not that bad, it's way cheaper than cable. But like, nah, not the Sunday ticket.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I got some more topics for us. So,
I want to speak to Ian. I want to speak to Ian real quick about baseball. Actually,
I did. That's what I wanted to talk about. Forgot.
I want to speak to Ian about baseball. So as number one Braves hater, like I just want to ask you, how does it feel to watch the Braves just be so well constructed, like look like such a well-oiled machine? You saw our ace Max Fried come back yesterday, which means that we now actually have a few starting pitchers aside from the 2 that we had all year, which is crazy, or 3, but the 2 or 3 that we've had all year. Now we have 3 solid starting pitchers. Like, how does it feel to watch this coming together? And Kyle Wright, he also is going to come back later. It's like, I just want to know, like, what are your emotions like right now? Like, just let me know.
Julian, Brad, like ever since you've known me, like the Braves, like they've had a good roster. Like they've had really 5 rosters. Like, but at the end of the day, y'all choke. Just like every Atlanta team, like I can count on it. Like y'all got you a World Series. Like congrats. Like good job. Like 1 year out of like 30 or 40.
30. Ian,
but
we won a world championship 2 years ago. And now, last year, we won our division. Like, how many times have we won our division in a row?
But it doesn't matter. That's my point. That's my point.
We won our division when we weren't supposed to win it. Last year?
What?
Were we supposed to win the division last year?
Why wouldn't you?
Bro, we were, like, many games back.
On God, you had the best roster in the
Mets?
No, on God, you had the best roster in probably in the NL.
Did we have the best roster this year?
Yes.
I mean, now we do that. We've seen it play out, but like when we started the season, like people were like, "Oh, the Mets are going to be good." I can go back into our conversations, and you tell me the Phillies are going to win the division. I can go back a few months.
I did think we were going to win the division, but Aaron Nola is playing like one of the worst pitchers in the league. Like, but
we haven't even had our pitchers play, so it's not.
Yes, you have.
Max Fried has made less than 3 starts all year.
What does that mean?
He's our best pitcher. Like, what do you mean? What does that mean?
What's your name was playing this year? He's playing well.
Elder?
Yeah, Elder.
Okay, that's one of our pitchers, and he's like supposed to be 4th or 5th in our rotation.
He's really your only good pitcher right now. Like honestly, like Kyle Wright doesn't move me.
Strider?
Strider doesn't move me either. He does strikeouts. Like we saw what Rhys Hoskins did to him last year in the playoffs when it really mattered. Like Strider is nothing to me. He's nothing. I'm not worried about Strider. He can throw a few strikeouts, like that's cute and all, but like he gives up the runs and like he gives up home runs. Like I'm not worried about him.
Okay.
And our roster is like our players are playing well, everyone except Trey Turner. So it's like we're gonna see who's the best team when it really comes down to it.
So if y'all make it to us, I want y'all to make it there though.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be tough. Like it's gonna be a few games. Gonna be by a few games, though.
Where are you in the wild card? 6, 7?
We're 5, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you didn't see it in the bracket I sent you the other day.
I saw it. I don't remember.
Oh, we just lost. Yes, we just lost last night though, so we might be 6.
Okay, so y'all are 6. Okay, that's not bad. But how close are the teams behind you? Like, where are the Marlins at?
They're really close. Everyone's really close. It's gonna come down to the last few games.
Damn, couldn't be us. But last week, yeah, blast for sure.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see you for sure. Morgan, it's gonna be really sad once we beat them 2 years in a row in the playoffs when they had a better record than us in the regular season. Like, gonna suck.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
it's love to see the day.
The Cubs are only 2 games back of the Reds, or 3 games back of y'all. So that's 1, 2, 3.
Bro, the Cubs are not good.
That's 3 teams all within 2 games back.
The only teams I'm really scared about are the Brewers and like the Giants. Those are the only teams I feel like could catch up to us.
I think the Brewers are going to win their division, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, then maybe the Reds or whoever.
Yeah, it's Reds or Brewers. Yeah,
Reds are so hot right now. Like, and if we have to see them in a game, like I'm not knowing. Like with Ellie and Joey Votto and
I wouldn't want to play the Reds either, just because like how explosive they are. And
especially at home, like.
Yeah, when we played them, like it was just insane. Like we were just trading home runs. Like I'm not.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I
don't want to watch that again. So.
For sure.
Acuna MVP also. I forgot to mention.
Nick Castellanos for MVP.
Stop it.
What do you mean?
And it's crazy because Matt Olson is like top 3 now.
Top 3 what?
In MVP. Top 4.
Bro, what?
I'm so serious. Look at his.
Well, he shouldn't be. Like. He just hits home runs. He bats.
I
think he's batting 260 this year. He's batting
like 270.
He's batting above his weight finally.
40 bombs in 270.
Okay, Kyle Schwarber hits home runs too. Like, what does that mean?
but he's batting 270.
Okay, Reese Hoskins did that last year. Like,
No, he didn't. No,
he
he didn't.
batted 260.
And he didn't have 40 bombs.
He had like 35. Like,
I'm
Reese
like,
Hoskins does that every year.
He's gonna have
So, like,
he has 40 bombs right now though.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna end up like in the top 3 or something, but like,
Exactly.
it doesn't move me. Like, when it comes
Yes, he
down
does.
to it, he's
Yes,
a
he
terrible fielder. Like, he's an okay hitter. Like, when we compare him to Freddie Freeman, who was one of the best, who's batting like 20 something, like, he's not the
He'd
same.
be trying
Like,
to
he's trying
convince
to tell me.
himself in his takes.
I'm saying that's crazy. A terrible fielder is loud. Like
He is a terrible fielder. You know how many errors
Yes.
Freddie Freeman has this year?
I don't care how many. I
0.
don't care about
You know how many Matt Olson has? 7.
Okay, yeah, they were all in like one
Yeah, because
series.
he's bad.
He's not bad. He had a bad series, but he's a good fielder. He is.
Not going.
And he's not a terrible hitter. That's wild to say. Like his OPS is insane.
Because he hits home runs. Like, cool.
Yes, exactly. And extra base hits.
Hopefully it's there in the playoffs. Like, that's all I gotta say. Like, hopefully the field is short in the playoffs too. Like, hopefully.
Okay.
It wasn't last year. It definitely wasn't last year.
It's 1 year. It was the year.
And our pitching is way better than it was last year, excluding Aaron Nola. But so that's gonna get really sticky for y'all.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right.
We literally had the best lineup in the whole league. So
Y'all did last year too.
it was different because our players weren't hitting like this.
Nah,
Everyone's hitting this year.
No, that's true. I was at the game the other day and I was looking at the scoreboard. Everyone who was up had like 20 home runs at least.
Yeah, everyone has 10. Literally, the whole team has 10 except for Darnold, and he only plays every 3 games, and he has 9. So,
no, y'all are a hot team right now, but
not even hot, bro. We're the best team. Say that. Don't say we're hot. We've been the best team all year. But yeah.
No, I
put a smile on my face. That's a smile on my face.
definitively say I
Definitely
didn't say
heard him.
anything.
Okay.
It was, shout out to the Braves.
Not
I take 5 pod, man. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. I had a good discussion. Again, make sure y'all follow us on all social media, of course, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, everything. Make sure y'all follow. Make sure y'all join our fantasy football league as well. Instructions for that is also going to be on our social media. Check that out. First come, first serve. So make sure you hurry and get into that for a cash prize. All right, gentlemen. Any last words? All right, we out.